There's a good reason why everyone over the age of 40 would tell you that your 20s are the peak of your life's experiences. You are young, you have the rest of your life ahead of you, you have access to a wide variety of opportunities, and hopefully, your health is good. On the other hand, one item that you most likely do not own is a significant amount of money. The typical person makes a lot less money in their 20s compared to what they do later in life, and this has been the case for the vast majority of human history. Here are the 7 best purchases to make in your 20s. Number 7. An education. It is essential to continue building your abilities and qualifications when you enter your 20s. Education is a wonderful tool for accomplishing this goal. Obtaining a degree can be beneficial to you in the long run, regardless of whether you plan to work as an artist or an accountant in the future. But don't take my word for it. In a survey carried out by Research Now in 2014, respondents who had attended college reported higher levels of happiness than those who had either dropped out of college or never attended at all. In addition, only 3% of respondents said they regretted going to college. Number 6. A down payment on a home. A house is both one of the most significant investments you will ever make and one of the most expensive purchases you will ever make. However, you should view it as an investment in your future. Because the value of a home almost always increases over time, purchasing one will never be a decision you come to regret. You can get a tax deduction for the interest on your mortgage, which will save you money on your taxes each year if you buy a property that is near where you work. It will save you time and petrol. This will save you money. When the cost of renting becomes too much for you or your family to manage anymore, or if there are other factors that make having roommates unattractive, you will have an affordable option to stay put rather than having to move into another apartment or having to move back in with your parents while you look for a new place to live. Number 5. Quality clothing. Putting money into one's wardrobe is smart because it is something you can wear for many years to come. Quality is of the utmost importance. Consider shopping at thrift stores or secondhand shops if you are looking for a place where you can purchase apparel of a higher quality for a price that is lower than what you could pay elsewhere. If you don't like shopping for used items and would rather buy something brand new from a store, your best bet is to check for sales online or at discount retailers like Marshall's and TJ Maxx. However, if nothing else works, keep in mind that clothes don't last forever even if you take good care of them, so spending too much won't help anyone. Number 4. A budget-friendly vehicle. You will be able to put more money toward other aspects of your life, such as your mortgage or savings account if you choose an affordable vehicle. Having a vehicle that is dependable will get you where you need to go, but it is also essential to have a car that is both safe and easy to operate. In addition, it is beneficial if your vehicle is simple to park and quick to clean, since this will prevent parking from becoming more challenging over time. A used low-end car will normally cost less than a new or high-end one. Your initial purchase, as well as insurance, upkeep, and repairs, can all be cheaper as a result. You can avoid taking on excessive debt to make the purchase by picking a car that matches your budget. This can assist you in maintaining financial security and preventing long-term financial stress. A cost-effective car can provide you the freedom to relocate or change employment without worrying about the financial strain of a large car payment. As you manage your professional and personal life, this can assist you in keeping your mobility and independence. Your credit score can rise if you pay your auto loan on time and within your means. When you seek for loans or credit in the future, this may be advantageous since it may raise your chances of approval and decrease the interest rate you are offered. Number 3. An emergency fund. A savings account suitable for unexpected expenses is an absolute necessity for young individuals. When you end up needing it, the money in your emergency fund will be there for you. And more importantly, it won't be tied down in a college loan that you have to pay back. When determining how much money should be set aside for a rainy day, a decent rule of thumb is to save the equivalent of 1 month's worth of spending. This amount should be sufficient to cover all of your living expenses, including your rent, utility bills, and phone bill, as well as any unforeseen costs that may arise as a result of a medical emergency in the family or the loss of a job. It is essential to maintain this fund in a different location from all other accounts so that you do not inadvertently use the money inside of it before it is required. If you want to make it easier to monitor the amount of money that is put into your emergency savings account on a monthly basis, you might consider opening a new bank account that is dedicated solely to this purpose. Number 2. A retirement fund. When you obtain a job that requires your full-time attention, one of the first things you should do is start putting money away for your retirement. It may seem like a distant objective, but it's crucial to get a head start so that your savings will increase throughout the years and possibly provide adequate income for you once you've reached retirement age. You can accomplish this goal in a number of ways, one of which is by participating in a 401k plan that is sponsored by your employer. This type of plan enables you to deposit money into your account before it is subject to taxation, where it will then be invested in a conservative manner by default. If you'd like, you can choose to invest more aggressively, but you should be careful not to go crazy because the majority of these investments won't be liquid until you're at least 59 years old. Number 1. Index funds. When you look at elderly individuals who are wealthy, you could conclude that they all have occupations that provide an extremely high salary, which is how they are able to purchase things like houses, automobiles, and other luxury items. The reality, however, is that their jobs may not be among those that offer the best salaries anywhere in the globe. It's possible that when they were younger, they had better financial judgment and invested their money in the appropriate areas. Investing your money in an index fund and then leaving it alone is one of the most beneficial things you can do with your money when you're in your 20s. When you invest sooner, you give your money more time to accumulate interest and dividends. And now, let's have a look at exactly how that operates. Let's imagine you start investing $150 each month when you're 25 years old in a Standard & Poor's 500 index fund, which has generated an average yearly return of around 10% since it was first established. What kind of results can you expect? If you maintain that for the next 20 years, by the time you're 45 years old, you may have accumulated more than $107,000. If you don't start investing in the Standard & Poor's until you're 30, you'll only have around $60,000 by the time you're 45 years old if you wait until then to get started. And because you delayed those additional 5 years, you've lost out on roughly $50,000 in potential earnings. Getting a head start on your financial future by beginning your investing career at an early age is critically important. Look at this now, won't you? In the year 2022, the annual wage for a 25-year-old, which is equivalent to $4,160 per month, is expected to be $49,920. You are able to put aside 20% of the amount on a monthly basis, which amounts to $832. If the Standard & Poor's 500 index generates an annual return of 10% for you, and you continue to save the same amount of money each month for the following 30 years, you will have accumulated more than $1.7 million by the time you reach the age of 55. Not bad. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.